Hello, hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome to Verbling. I am Teacher Oakley. Hello, everyone. And in this hour, we will be having a conversation about school days. Do you remember your school days? And maybe we'll share some reminiscence about our school days. And maybe by the end of class, we'll talk about educational systems, and is education working in your country, do you think? But first, let's start very simply. Hello, Jose. Oh, we have two Joses.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Andres. Andres.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine. Yes.
Nice to have you with us. Jose, do you remember any of your teachers in elementary school or primary school?
Yes, I remember my teacher. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Fondly? Do you remember your teacher with happy thoughts, or?
Yes, I remember because they was a good years.
They were good teachers.
Yes,
Yes.
a good teacher also. Yes.
Okay. How Rodolfo, how are you today? Hey, Rodolfo.
I'm fine. Hello, teacher.
Hello. Rodolfo, do you remember any of your elementary school teachers? Did you have a favorite?
A favorite? Yes, I remember.
Why was she your favorite?
She was my favorite teacher because it's well, she used to give us many exercises, and I used to like exercises, mathematic exercises.
Mathematical exercises.
Probably.
Really?
Yes.
You enjoyed your schoolwork. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Did you have any teachers that you didn't like?
Yes. There was a teacher that was very vulgar.
Very vulgar?
Yes. And she behaved like a teenager, even though she was like 50 years old.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's kind of funny. How strange. So did the students not respect her?
I think she didn't ask for much respect.
Ah, I see. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Hello, Alberto. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm great. Thank you. And you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you. Had a nice, relaxing weekend. Thanks.
Yeah.
So do you remember, do you have a favorite teacher from elementary school
Well,
that you can remember?
really, I remember a teacher, a female teacher when I was 12 or 13. She teach any matter. I can't remember the matter of the subject, but she's special for me because I think I was in love with her.
Okay. So when we have a schoolyard, we fall in love with a teacher. Maybe we call that a crush. You had a crush on your teacher. Sure. Yeah. Or puppy love. Yeah.
I was 12 and she was about 30 or more or less, but she was sympathetic, and she was special.
Special,
It
okay.
was funny.
I will never forget my music teacher in elementary school. Her name was Miss Wagner. And when I was young, many of my teachers were coming out of college in the 60s, in the late 60s in the United States. So very hippie kind of girls. Miss Wagner wore mini skirts and the big white boots. Remember that were popular in the late 60s? Yeah.
Dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Dangerous for teenagers.
Yeah. Well, we were elementary school, so we were 10, 11, 12 years old, I guess. But still, definitely she made an impression, shall we say. Jose, other Jose, Mr. Salas.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Oakley. I'm doing great. How are you?
Terrific, thank you. How about you, Jose? Do you remember any teachers from elementary school?
Yeah, as you said, maybe the teachers. I will never forget a teacher I had in primary school because she 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 forced me to do my best. Does it make sense?
Yes, yes, it does.
Yeah. So I think that's the key. He leads you to do whatever you can achieve.
Okay, so she helped to motivate the students.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
That's it.
Do you
So he led me to make a great effort to overcome difficulties.
I see. Okay. So do you think that's the most important quality of a teacher, to motivate students?
Yeah, the basic is that a teacher has to love their students, their pupils, and I think that's the basis.
Okay. Very, very nice. Okay, thank you for sharing that. Mahmood. Hi, Mahmood.
Hi, okay. Hi, Oakley.
Yeah, long time no see. And I want to say hi to Anastasia out there in Viewland. Hi, Anastasia. Please join us. Okay, Mahmood, how about you? Do you have any teachers that really influenced you in your life?
Are you asking about the elementary teachers or any from any stage?
From any stage, Mahmood. Why don't we change it a little?
Yeah, I do have an inspirational teacher in my life. It was he taught me mathematics in class 12 when I was at college, and he was really influential because he kind of I really liked the way he taught mathematics because I was not quite good at mathematics, and the things he explained to me was it made really easy. Even very difficult questions I could handle very easily after he taught me how to handle them. He used to and apart from his good teaching skills, he was very kind and very gentle in correcting my mistakes. If even I repeat the same mistakes for like 2 or 3 times, he won't get harsh with me, or he won't just become rude that you aren't learning or you aren't doing things right even I have told you. But he kind of appreciated that you are at least trying, and you know that nobody is perfect, and you just have to keep on going, and unless you master it. So the whole experience of being taught by him and being learning mathematics for him, I really enjoyed.
Okay. You know something, I really admire math teachers because it's a very, math is math. It's hard to make dramatic or interesting or humorous. Numbers are not all that funny and entertaining. I really do respect math teachers. It sounds like your teacher was a very patient man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think patience is another quality. Sometimes as a teacher, I'll tell you, it's very difficult. Um, Actually, as a teacher, I have, it's easier for me to lose patience when a student makes the same mistakes over and over. As you say, that takes a lot of patience to deal with. Um, Honestly, a student who is like arguing with me, that does not bother me because that means the student is engaged and focused. And I actually kind of enjoy that. I like to argue anyway, myself. But this does not bother me at all. When I have to be very, very, as you were describing, letting the student make their own mistakes, letting them even repeat mistakes, requires a great deal of patience, I think. And one other thing, as far as English, okay, and talking about school, when we talk about uh, level, okay, we use numbers, but we say we use the ordinal number. Okay, so we talk about 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 12th grade is how we say it. As well, in English for high school levels and college levels, the first year, or what would be 9th grade of high school, we say freshman year. And then 10th grade is sophomore, and 11th grade is junior, and finally your last grade, you're a senior, and that's for both high school and college. And actually, I think I misspelled sophomore. Sophomore is a very strange word. I always misspell this word, as does everyone, actually. It's actually supposed to have another O. Like, it looks like sophomore, but it's only 2 syllables, sophomore. It has a silent syllable. Okay, thanks, Mahmood. I'm going to talk to, I'm not sure, UC591. Hello, sir. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Juan Carlos.
Juan Carlos?
Yes.
Juan Carlos, is that right? Am I saying that right? Okay. Juan Carlos, where are you from?
I am from Spain, the north of Spain.
Ah, another gentleman from the north of Spain. Very good. Do you have any teachers that you really stand out in your mind that really influenced you?
Yes, but not at the moment when they was teacher of me. I think that you remember a good teacher, when you finish all your studies. And after finish the university or finish the school, you remember what was the best teacher.
Ah, okay. That's an interesting observation, that at the time they're teaching us, we often don't recognize their influence. I would agree with that. I think you're right. I think you have a very good point. Okay. Have you ever had any teachers that were very bad? Juan Carlos.
Yes, many times. Many times.
Many times. Really?
And I was a little experienced as a teacher, and I say it many times. So.
Okay.
I had a group of pupils very bad, and I had to say it much times, than I would like it to do it.
All right. I would have to say things many times, not much times. So you were a teacher, and you had pupils. Yes.
Yes. now I isn't a teacher, but I was a teacher during 3 years.
Okay, I was a teacher for
During the last
3 years. Okay, I was a teacher for 3 years. If you're
yes,
gonna
for 3 years.
say length of time, we use during for like I was a teacher during the 1990s, or I was a teacher for a long period of time, or a set period of time. Okay, and what did you teach? What was your subject?
Maths.
Math. I still think math is the most difficult. I really do. That's the more power to you. That's a hard subject to teach, I think, personally. Okay, let me talk to Zora. Zora, how are you today? Hi, Zora.
Hi. Hi,
How are
Oakley.
you, how are you doing?
In the morning, I was caught by a rain.
You were caught in the... Okay, caught in the rain.
In the rain.
Yeah, we use preposition in. You caught in the rain. Bummer. That's too bad.
But I'm warm now.
Okay. Safe and warm now? Good. Are there any teachers that had a big influence in your life?
I want to talk about my Chinese teacher in my primary school because to teach Chinese, many teachers just ask us to recite the text and transcribe the text again and again. But when I was a child, I read much more books than my peers. So my Chinese teachers thought that maybe my Chinese ability is better, so she asked me not to finish the homework. I think it saved me much time to do things I like. I can read more books.
Ah, so she changed her lesson plan for you.
He allowed me not to finish the Chinese homework.
Right, but I think maybe I'm wrong, but I think what you're pointing out is this teacher had some flexibility. She was flexible in her plan.
Yes. Sometimes she thought some text was not so good, so she finished that lesson quickly and gave us more time to read a famous book in his class, in her class.
Okay. You know, Hungarlos brought up a good point. He's had some experience teaching. Zora, have you ever had any experience teaching someone else, like as a tutor or anything like that?
Yeah, I had a chance to teach pupils computer.
Really? And how was that experience? Did you enjoy it? Did you find it difficult?
Yeah, it was an interesting experience, but I found nowadays the children are more smarter than my peers. The knowledge maybe I obtained in about 13 or 14 age. They obtained the knowledge in before they are 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I talk about some knowledge and they had no it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can hear from other people, but I feel like that all the time, Zora. That young people
it's the contribution of internet.
Yeah, because of the internet. Yeah, especially when it comes to technology. Definitely, it seems like young people know more than I know now, even. and more, younger and younger. I see very young, 9, 10-year-old kids with cell phones, which I think is, well, I don't know. They've got little cell phones with internet access. Wow. I was lucky to have a calculator when I was 12. Honestly. Okay. I'm going to go around. Actually, Jose, Mr. Andres. Are you there? Jose?
Yeah?
What
do you do, Jose?
Well, okay. Mr. Salas. Okay,
Yeah.
there's 2 Joses.
Dos.
Okay. First Jose. Jose 1. Is your surname Andreas?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Senor Andreas. Okay. Have you ever had an opportunity to teach others? Training maybe training at work or anything?
Yes, I teach the childrens to play football when I was more young. Yes.
Really? So you're a football coach?
Yes, I train the children.
Very cool. All right. What did you think about that experience? Did you enjoy?
Yes, I enjoy. It was very fun, I enjoy a lot with the children because it's very good for me to.
Okay. How old were the children you were coaching?
Little children, they have eight, more or less, 8, 9, 10 years old.
Ah, really just starting learning sports,
Yes.
learning football. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds like fun. Okay, very cool. Alberto.
Yes.
How about you? Have you ever had an opportunity to teach others?
Yeah, I was teaching in the military service. It's curious.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. Wait, what were you teaching?
When I was in the military service in Spain, it was obligatory to go to the military service, and
yes,
and I was degree in law, and I had the opportunity to teach the soldiers about geography, history, and some subjects, and I cut it. You have the opportunity to do this or to run all the day, and then I decided to teach to teach them.
Good choice.
Yeah.
So
I also teach in the military service. Yes.
Really? Jose?
I also teach in the military service.
What did you teach, Jose?
In the military, like Alberto, in the military service, I teach also the soldiers.
Okay. All right. So, so better than the alternative, better than running for 20 kilometers a day. That's funny. Okay. Did you enjoy it though, Alberto? Did you enjoy teaching?
Yeah, it was. I was enjoying so much. Well, in my family, it's typical to be a teacher. In the part of my father, there are a lot of teachers between my uncles, my aunts, even my grandfather. My grandfather was a famous teacher in my city.
Wow!
And he was a college with his name, and it's funny, and it's a familiar, typical thing.
Wait a second. The college has his name?
Yeah, sure. One of the college in Vitoria. In Vitoria, there are thousands of colleges, and One of
Still?
them, one of the public college has his name. Yeah.
Still, that's quite impressive, I think. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
but he was very, very, very hard in his
Cool.
time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just said that.
All right. All right. The family business, that far
Yeah,
out.
sure.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Neat. Rodolfo. Rodolfo? Yeah.
Yes.
How about you? Have you ever had an experience to be able to teach other people? Tutoring,
Yes.
anything like that?
I don't know what's the word for that. When I was in school, a teacher told me to teach those students that have failed the exams, and I was teaching them the courses again.
Okay. I think you would be called maybe an assistant teacher or teacher's assistant. Either way.
Yes, maybe I was an assistant of the teacher, and I used to teach them calculus and analytical chemistry.
Oh, wow. Heavy. Alberto wants to know if your students passed.
Oh,
No,
some of them.
I'm sure that they passed.
Well, Alberto's sure they
It
passed.
was, it was a rhetoric question.
A rhetorical question. Very good, Alberto. All right. Rhetorical question. Okay.
I want to add that I was shocked to hear what Alberto said just before, because it seems very similar to me.
Really?
Because yeah, my family from my father's side, they are all teachers, most of them, and my grandfather also was a very famous teacher here.
Really?
We are
Yes,
family. Perhaps we are family.
yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe you guys are related. My goodness. Right.
Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. Um, I want to say something though. Rodolfo, you might have experienced this. I, of course, you guys probably know. Some of you may know that I frequently teach IELTS or TOEFL, TOEIC, CAE. Those kinds of very important exams that students have to take. It is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. I get very, very excited when one of my students reaches their goal and passes an IELTS or TOEFL test with their desired score. I get really excited. It really makes my day, my week, in fact. I walk around all like I passed the test. I'm all very proud of myself. Very, very happy for them, mostly. Very excited that they can use this to help them achieve their dreams and goals. It's very exciting for me. So, Rodolfo, did you ever experience that, having a student pass the test and become excited about passing it?
Oh, yes, because when I was teaching calculus, there was a girl that was really interested in my classes, and the other people were just they just went to one of the classes and they didn't come back again.
There.
Yes, and the girl told me just a week after she presented the exam that she had passed the subject with almost a 100.
Wow.
Yes, that's like an A plus or A minus.
Right, right. Um, what now? I have to ask you. I'm sorry, Rodolfo, but I have to ask: was this girl interested in calculus, or was she interested in you?
Well, I think it was calculus before
Ah,
because she
okay.
uh, s- she hasn't spoken to me later.
Oh, she hasn't spoken to me since.
Yeah,
You could say
since.
the class, since then, from then to now. We say since. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sold on that. But that's, good feeling though. I totally understand that. Mahmood,
Yes.
how about you? How about you, sir? Have you ever had the opportunity to teach?
Yes, I have had many opportunities to teach students, not at a school or at a college, but I gave private lessons to some of the students, and I used to teach them science subjects and mathematics. But I'd say that I was not as patient as the example of the teacher I have given. I became frustrated, and later actually I regarded my teacher more highly than before after realizing that it's quite a lot to keep patience while the students are even arguing with you or doing the same mistakes or not listening to you. So it was really hard. But it was quite challenging experience because first of all, you have I feel that you have to reach the level of the assess the level of the student where um, how will you explain to him the things that you want, the concept you want to explain it so that he will get it. That is, it should not be too hard, or it should not be too easy for him. So you have to assess or judge that level first, and then you have to. Then what I like to do is present a lot of examples to them, so that they really pick up things quite easily. And when I think that, and I get the feedback that they've understood the concept and they really understand what I have told them, then it's quite satisfying and very great feeling actually.
Yeah, right. It certainly
And
is.
another thing I would like to tell you, you were saying that you teach IELTS and TOEFL preparation classes. A major reason of I joining you today is that tomorrow is my IELTS test, a speaking
Oh.
portion, and I especially wanted to have to class with you before the test so that I can have. I want that you wish me luck for my test tomorrow.
You want me to wish you luck? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have my fingers crossed for you, Mahmood. All right. I will. Yeah, please. Also, let us know. I know it takes what does it take? 15 days to get your results. I
13
think
days. 13 days.
13 days.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Please do. Let us know in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I will. I will. I will.
All right. And actually, since you mentioned it, these types of questions that I'm asking today are very much typical IELTS questions. So I'm glad you could tune in today. These are talking about education. They love to talk about your worker education in IELTS. So this is good practice. Very good. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
And oh yeah, I'm sure I'm very confident. I'm quite confident you're going to do very well. I want to see at least an 8 in IELTS. At least.
I hope that.
Student. Yes, this is an example of me challenging the student. Okay. All right, I know you'll do well, though. I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. I'm going to change the topic slightly. Actually, Mahmood, you can start. Now, Mahmood, I'm going to ask an opinion question, and I believe this is an IELTS question, actually. Do you believe, this would be a part 3 opinion question, by the way.
Hello.
The teacher is having connection problems.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hi. Sorry, what is that?
I still can see the teacher's portrait.
Hello again.
Welcome back, teacher.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Sorry about that. Lately, I don't know. I've been having problems with Hangouts. I spent all day yesterday doing maintenance on my computer, so something's wrong with my connection. Anyway, I was in the middle of asking Mahmood a question. Mahmood, do you think that the education system in your country adequately prepares young people for real life, for work and or for real life?
I would say that it's not the case in our country because from my experience, I had a pretty good education at a very prestigious university. It was a very good engineering program, but the problem I faced later in my career was that the education at the university only focuses on the theoretical aspects or the things, doing things by the book. Whereas what a huge difference I found in my practical, professional experience was that things were not as simple as they were mentioned in the books. Also, the universities or the colleges or other education institutes should focus on other life skills such as how to deal with different type of circumstances like you are likely to encounter in your professional life, like managing team, participating in teamwork, and other skills such as being independent or being a team leader. So I really missed these kinds of skills in my university education. So from my experience, I found that the university not only the university education, also about other education institutions. They are not equipping the students with the real life skills or the things that are really important to succeed or excel in such a competitive environment today.
Oh yeah, at least an 8. Just go for a 9. Band score 9. Why not? That was terrific. That was very, very good. That was extremely good, and I'll tell you why. Because that was possibly a band score 9. You used some idioms and or collocations, some English phrases very common to native speakers. Things like "by the book." Also, his speech was very organized. He very, very, very clearly had 2 main points, which he supported by using examples and languages and language like such as right, how to work as part of a group, how to be a team leader. And as far as your content, I just not talking about IELTS. As far as IELTS, that was at least an 8, possibly a 9, at least 8.5. But as far as the content, yeah, I can see the same problems a lot of times. I know United States has a pretty good reputation for the education that you can get there, but a lot of times the very, very same things that you're talking about, real life situations aren't covered. Just by the book, simplistic. Real life is complicated. You know. Zora.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mahmood, thanks a lot. That was great.
Thank you.
Zora, how about what are your views in China? Does the education system adequately prepare people for real life situations?
Chinese education is cursed by every Chinese person. The middle education and the primary education, since they start their education until they enter the college, the only goal for their middle school education is just for the college and entrance examination.
Mm-hmm.
And so many students, included me, just give up their time to play and to do other interesting things just to put them into the books and the examinations. And what's more, this examination is unfair. Students from poor province and from Beijing and Shanghai, they can enter the same college with only different scores. And Beijing students can enter Peking University, Beijing University, Chinese best university with lower scores than other province. And after I entered the university, I found that many Chinese university, their license are not scientific.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, wait a second. Are you saying that people that live in Beijing can have a lower score than people in the province and still get in the university? Did I understand that?
Yeah, yes.
That's not fair.
Yes, but it's the policy of Chinese government from many years ago, from this exam started.
Why? I don't understand the logic.
They want to make sure many citizens of the local city to enter the university instead of many other provinces students.
I see. Okay. Actually, they do the same thing in the United States, but they do it another way. They make it cheaper.
Yeah, I know. The state universities can save a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. In the United States, if you go to your local state university, the state where you're a citizen, it's much cheaper. Really, usually maybe half, as if you travel and go to a university in a different state or a private university. It's a lot more expensive. So actually, they are accomplishing the same thing. But okay, now I understand. I didn't see the logic at first. Okay, so up until university, they're just doing college preparation, preparing for the exams, everything up to then. And then how about, okay, you go to university in China. Do the Chinese universities prepare students to become actual workers or prepare them for the real world?
I don't think so. I think, as I know only about my university and the same level universities, they are among. Not my university is not the best, but is a good one. But from my opinion, I think the knowledge from my professors are outdated. And after I started work, I think I am short of real practical knowledge. Hi, can you hear me?
It's frozen.
Yes, yes.
So the teacher is gone.
Teacher is gone. Sure.
Okay, I'll go on. I think I should learn more practical knowledge in the university, or I will save money, energy after I work. What's
Yes.
wrong?
or handle with to learn to handle problematic situation, maybe. Hi, teacher.
Hi.
The
Hello.
teacher was frozen.
Yeah, frozen. I was in some alternate universe, actually. Some alternate Google universe. I'm not sure where I was. I was seeing things I've never seen before.
Maybe teacher.
In your absence, Rodolfo was in charge.
Yeah, teacher, you should pay for tickets to Berlin.
Oh dear. Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure what I missed, but we were talking about, does the educational system actually adequately prepare us for real life? Juan Carlos.
Yes.
How about you? I haven't talked to you for a while. What do you? You're from Spain, so what do you think? Does the Spanish education system adequately prepare people for jobs, which are difficult to get in Spain right now? What do you think?
Yes, it's very difficult to have a job in Spain in our days. But yes, but education is good for have a job. The problem is that we are in a crisis. I was learning as to be a physic, but I haven't had the opportunity of job of work for it, and I had to study again for be a teacher, and I do it.
Okay.
But if you can study to be a professional of a kind of work, and that is a good study. If you study for be a gardener, you could find a work of gardener easy. But if you study in the university, it's very difficult to find job, to find work in our days. Yes?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Me too. Me, yeah.
Teacher frozen again.
But teacher is frozen.
Teacher is gone again.
Yeah.
We have projection.
Speak about Mr. Bert. Go on. No?
Teacher.
Hi again.
What happened?
I don't know. Very strange. I keep getting thrown into limbo. Yes, Rodolfo?
Teacher, can I say just one thing before the class ends? Just want to learn a quick experience. 2 years ago, when I was studying in another university, the curricular plan, I mean all the subjects, the plan of all the subjects you go a student course during the during the major.
Curriculum, yes.
The curriculum.
That's correct.
Was so bad because yes, there were 3 years of physical education. And there were also 3 years of ethics and 3 years of communication skills and 3 years of thinking abilities, mental abilities. But I mean, it hadn't anything to do with the career, with the with chemical engineering.
That is interesting to the point of almost bizarre. You know what I mean? You know, bizarre?
Yes.
Strange. Very, very, very strange. I can understand the value of some of these skills, perhaps, but integrated into other courses, not 3-year courses. That's very odd, honestly. How strange. Actually, you know, it's interesting that you brought up a couple of those kinds of courses. It's interesting, like ethics classes. I want to ask one of our Spanish friends, I don't know, Jose, Mr. Salas.
Yeah.
Do you have in school, are there ethics classes or critical thinking, just really wide-based classes based on an idea like ethics, critical thinking?
Well, we as we are considered a Catholic country, we have the choice to we can choose between ethics and Catholic religion classes.
Really?
Yeah, during primary and high school.
Ah, very interesting. Okay, and obviously Philippines, where I am now, has a very heavy Spanish influence. They have to take ethics classes or morals class all years, from kindergarten even.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Do you think they're valuable?
Well, I think the as I mentioned, as we are a Catholic country, or with history and cultural Catholic country, it's very useful to understand parts of the culture, maybe to know the cathedrals and the names of the towns and the cities and the rivers that they are related to the Catholicism.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Guys, I want to thank you for your patience today. Maybe you would all be good teachers. Sounds like you've all had teaching experience. Thank you for your patience while I'm dealing with my issues with the, maybe I'll adjust my bandwidth. I don't know. While I'm dealing with my issues, but I have to finish the class now, and I will be doing another class immediately following. This class we talked about schooling, and next class we're going to be talking about work. So Mahmood, you know, as I said, IELTS loves to talk about school and work. Next class, we'll be talking about work. Thank you very much for joining me. Maybe I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Okay.